Good morning, my beautiful people. This is a unplanned video. I don't know if I've ever done a video without makeup. Anyway, it don't even make a difference right now. I'm actually coming because I'm trying a new product. I'm not going to really say the name because I'm not promoting any product at this time. But, yeah, I just wanted to come and dealing with my hair texture over years of being natural, and I hadn't really found the right product that I would recommend to somebody else. I mean, really recommend. It might work the first day, but the second day, and I know a lot of you guys out there are talking about 4A, 4B, 4C. As a 40 plus years hairstylist, trichologist, been in the business over 40 some years, that one while all of my clients, probably 98% was relaxers. Maybe the last 10 years for sure. Right now, probably 99.9 is natural. And some wear their hair flat iron, some wear it twisted, some wear it finger coiled, just all different kind of ways, depending on the hair texture. And hair texture makes a difference. A lot of y'all out there seeing styles, buying products, and the people selling the products have really, really good hair. And you think your hair is going to turn out like that. Well, 9 out of 10 times it's not. You know, I always try to say, you know, I have 3 other sisters. And we all have a different hair texture. Don't nobody have the same hair texture. Your mama, your dad, you know. I don't care if they birthed you. But right now I'm putting, I hope it's the first step. I'm not even sure because I can barely read the writing. I had already saturated my scalp before I turned this video on with this product. I think it has some oil in it, which my hair really needs because it just sucks up everything. And I tried this product. I got it in on Saturday, and I put it on my dirty hair, and I liked the way it made my hair feel, and it stayed soft. So today I'm coming using the full product because Saturday I only used, I think it was 2, and it's at least 4 things that comes with it. Now, like I said, this first product, it's saying put close to your scalp. I'm putting them on my ends because my ends is always the driest. That's the oldest part of your hair, so you always want to make sure, especially if you got kinky coily, I'm going to call it kinky coily hair. And it has to be treated from a lot of the other, I mean, I got a sister that can't wear a drop of oil in her hair. And she have to shampoo every week. I don't. And my hair requires a lot of moisture. So that's why I'm sitting here playing with this new product, trying to see if I'm putting enough. I find out once it dry. But I'm just making sure I have what I need before I put the other product in. This is the leave-in conditioner. My understanding is, okay, I think I'm doing this right. Let me see where we at here. I can barely read the writing. Yeah, this is a leave-in conditioner. So this is supposed to be, if I'm doing it right, the second step. And I did, y'all forgive me, my wardrobe, all of that stuff. Like I said, this video was not a planned video. I've never did this in my life. I just started doing social media stuff. I've been doing some hair for some years, and that's all I had time for, and still is. But I'm just making sure this leave-in is saturated throughout my dry hair. And back to what I was saying about 4A, 4B, 4C, all of that stuff. I always go by coarse, medium, and fine. And honestly, I probably have all of those in my hair. And most of us have probably at least 4 textures. You could look at a newborn baby, or when they get about 3 months. They have this little circle in their head. Some of them be bald right here. You know, all of these are different hair textures. And as we get older and our hair grow, we don't really recognize that those textures are there. What made me realize it more so is when we started doing the wrap. The reason why a wrap works so well, because our hair grows in a circle. And the key to most of the styles is the direction your hair go in. The key to choosing a hairstyle is your texture. You know, a lot of y'all losing hair because y'all trying to get these styles and you got to wake up and put heat in it every day. That ain't gonna work. Every time you put heat in your hair, you giving it a chance to break off. And so once you get your hair done, whether you do it yourself, flat iron it, you don't want to come back and put heat in it afterwards, because it's almost like driving a new car off the car lot. Once you drive it off, it's no longer new. And I was taught that years ago by someone that was probably 30 years when I first got into business, my senior. And that lady was my assistant for 17 years. And Lord bless us, rest her soul. Truly a blessing that God put in my life during that time, because I was so busy. I mean, we would do probably 30 clients a day. And they never had to wait. She would be ready to shampoo. At that time, I was renting 2 stations so somebody could sit in both chairs. And nobody had to wait, like I said. One was going up under the dryer, one was walking in, getting shampooed. She was putting one up under the dryer. But anyway, that's not what this video is for. And this is the last step, I believe. It is another oil that comes with it, but that's something you could put on there daily. So I ain't made it that far. I'm not going to put that in there during this process. This really, to me, feels like a whole bunch of oil. And the reason I ordered it is because I don't like greasy hair. And I'm told once it dries, it won't be greasy. So anyway, at this time, I'm going to start sectioning my hair off. And I don't use a lot of partings, you know, natural styles. It depends on what you're trying to get to. I twist my hair up at sometimes I don't. I hadn't let it really I hadn't a lot, just let it be natural. Normally I twist it or something, or plait it. And I like to feel my product in my hair, because like I said, my hair is very deceiving. I really got medium to fine hair. Most hairstylists, when I would sit in their chair, they would think that I had coarse hair, because once my hair dry, it just gets so big. I always describe it like cotton. It's like swollen. And oil is the only thing that can tame it. Now, I put the product in my hair. I put it on my scalp. I could be overdoing it, but I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. And now I'm just going to comb through it and see what it does. I don't know if you can see this, but my whole thing is, a lot of products I use made my hair do this, because I could feel it. I'm not really seeing my hair now. I could feel it curling. And like I said, I got probably about 5 different textures. I'll try to show it to you throughout this video, if this video would allow me, if I don't run out of time. Or not really time, what am I trying to say? This new stuff, technology. I'm trying to think. I can't think of whatever it is, where I don't have enough storage. Storage is what I'm trying to say. And like I said, I'm not really trying to pour it, but I'm trying to make sure I saturate this product throughout my hair, and I like to feel my product. I trimmed my ends a little bit when I had the conditioner on it. I don't know if I'm going to make this a super long video. Right now I don't have anybody to edit my videos, but I know the Lord is going to send them because this is where He wants me now, and I want to help somebody that don't know how to help themselves when it comes to their hair and what styles to wear and what styles work for your texture, your face. Now see, if I wanted to finger coil it, all I have to do is get a piece, however much I want, and just coil it with my fingers. See, they look cute curl. I might come back and do the rest of it, I don't know. I never know what I'm gonna do to my hair. All I know is I want it clean. My hair is so strange because it dries out while I'm working with it. And I'm gonna keep it moist. Uh-oh, with some water. Come on, water. There we go. I wanna keep it moist. Like I said, it'll drink up some moisture. It's drinking up this water. But then, when I try to let it air dry overnight, there are certain parts in my hair that will not dry overnight, which is strange because it dries out while I'm working with it. That's why I say you got to get to know your hair. I don't care who you're going to or if you're doing it yourself. Get to know your own hair. What works, what don't, what products work, what don't. Just like I said, just because everybody else is getting this and that and the other, that don't mean you have to. And if you've noticed, I'm putting it on my scalp as I go because my hair eats up some stuff. My clothes falling off. And these my house clothes. I ain't dressed for no video. I don't care. It ain't about me dressed. It's about you learning how to work with your hair texture. Yours and yours only. Whoever's doing your hair, they need to know what type of texture you have, what type of styles work better for your hair texture, what products work better for you. Because I done worked a lot of my clients natural, and like I said, some are flat iron, and some I twist, braid, whatever I could do to get their hair to last at least 2 weeks. And when they come back, they looking like they did when they left. That's why I said, you wake up and you wondering what you're gonna look like the next day, you got the wrong hairstyle. I guess I decided to twist it. Some work and some don't. Now see, this side of my hair is even different than the other side. So that's why I said get to know your hair textures. And when I style my hair, I style it according to the textures. Because it'll act right one way and the next way it won't. And we moving right along. But like I said, it's really my ends that's drying out, and you notice that about your hair. The ends are the oldest part of your hair. Actually, I can probably cut my hair off here. I don't know if you can see that. Cut it off to about right there, and that'll cut out a whole lot of the dryness. But right now, I want my length. Now, I don't all the time want my length because in October, I cut all of my hair off. and to the point to where in the back, as far as I can get to my scalp with my fingers, that was how much hair I had back there. And didn't have no reason to do it. I just did it. Everybody looking at me like I was crazy. Some probably say, why you cut? Well, yeah, my grandbaby. Why did I cut my hair? And I really couldn't answer that, but at the time, I needed it. That's all I can say. It worked. But now, I want it to grow back, and I'm hoping this is the product to help me grow it back. If not, I'll keep looking. I got great shampoos, great conditioners for healthy hair. Natural, all natural products. And I'm not soliciting anybody at this time. Like I said, this video is purposely made for this new product that I have, that I kind of been waiting on and praying for. And I'm hoping this is the one. And if so, I want to come back and make more videos to be able to help those out there. Number one, it ain't, like I said, you ain't even have to put a name or a number on what type of hair you have. Just know you have different textures and know what styles work better for your hair. People with real, what do you call it? I'm just gonna say real wavy hair or deep waves. A lot of them try to straighten their hair out with the flat iron. And as soon as they walk out and it's humid outside, it takes over. Because that's their natural curl pattern and they trying to work against it. I always find the styles that work for your texture. And actually I was gonna blow dry my hair and then do it like this. But I have to go somewhere. And I didn't want to go with like twisties and stuff, so anyway. But like I said, it ain't about the partings. And the top of my hair is a whole nother texture. It has less curl than the back. Actually, back here is my natural, more curls at the very bottom of my hair. And as it comes up, well, by the time it gets to the top, it's actually straight. I have to literally make my top hair. I could even put rollers in it, but I try to make it look like it belongs with the rest of my hair, you know. But if you could really visually tell it's a different texture. Now, I guess if I didn't say nothing, you wouldn't, because everybody is not hair people. Some people notice, some don't. Some people don't know nothing about no hair, you know. And it's some people that's not licensed. I did hair 10 years before I was licensed. I wasn't trying to do hair. I tell people hair did me and still doing me. And now I want to be able to help those that don't know how to help themselves when it comes to their hair. It cannot be that hard. I try to simplify hair, and not just hair, your hair. Every client that sits in my chair has a different recipe. And I teach them how to go home and take care of their hair. So when they come back, they are looking like they did when they just left. Because now they got a recipe for their hair texture. And I'm hoping this makes sense, because a lot of y'all out there spending a lot of money and you really don't even have to. Just find a product, a style that works with your hair texture. Now, I will be wearing my hair straight, but I'm not trying to do it no time soon because I got a lot of stuff on my plate. I do. But that's my life story. Never idle. The Bible said, an idle man is a devil's workshop. Okay, clothes, you're going to have to stay on them now. I'm trying to make a video. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see the back of my hair, what I've done, what I haven't done, the texture. I don't know if I got this video right. I don't know what my hair gonna look like once it's done. But I'll make it cute eventually. I just don't want to work hard. You know, we shouldn't have to worry about our hair on a daily basis. Yeah, what we going with. And that's another thing that brought me into this. Because I used to, growing up as a young child, what am I going to look like the next day? And it really disturbed me to the point to where I was waking up at least 2 hours in advance just to work on my hair. Of course, back then I didn't, realize or go into hair textures. I think I did more like up hairstyles, different kind of balls and designs and twists, and I was doing stuff back then, especially when I was in 8th and 9th grade, that even the teachers would ask me who was doing my hair. And the funny thing is, when I would tell people I did it, they looked at me like I was lying, like, no, you couldn't have done that. And I didn't pay any attention to that part as far as me trying to get into hair. Like I said, I didn't try to do hair. Even when the people were coming in my kitchen telling me I was good and I needed to go to school, and I'm telling them, this is not what I want to do. But it wasn't until God told me, led me to the beauty school. I went to a white beauty college on purpose because I already knew how to do black hair. I was already doing hair before I was licensed, as I said. And I wanted to see the difference between their texture, our texture, And what I realized, hair is like fabric material, like cotton and blue jeans and, they denim and silk. Each one of those require a different type of temperature. You cannot put the temperature on silk as you could denim. You're gonna burn it up. Hair is just like that. So once you know your hair texture, you know how much heat it could take, you know how much, if you're using a chemical, because they would always try to put a soup on me. I don't need a soup. Your hair should never be 100% straight. It's the body you leave in your hair that gives you body, and it keeps the hair, especially on black people, it keeps your hair on your head. A lot of our hair, especially like mine, is easy to break because it is so coily. And what makes it coily, every time it coils around, there's a crack in it. And that's what makes our hair coils. It has a crack in it. So I have a lot of cracks in my hair. I know that. So it's easy to break. But what we try to do with this kind of hair texture is lay that cuticle down. The cuticle is sticking out. So it gives that frizzy look. If I pressed it out, it wouldn't be as frizzy looking, but my natural texture is. So get to know your hair and get to find the styles that your texture likes. And when I say your texture like, you shouldn't worry about the next day. You should already know when you get up how your hair is gonna look. Whether you're wrapping it, there was days when I wore wraps. Sometimes I wrap it the opposite direction, but I already know when I wrap it the opposite direction, it's gonna give me a different look. But that's what I'm looking for. But I know that because I know my hair. And so I don't know if you've seen when people wrap their hair one way all the time, the hair tends to fold in one direction. Everything going to around. And so if you want something different, wrap it the opposite way, or try it. It's not going to hurt you to try it, but that's how you determine what styles work for you and what styles don't. So moving right along. I'm liking the way the product feels. It's got a slick look. I don't know again if I'm putting too much, but we'll find out once it dry. And I like the way it smells. I like the way it's making my scalp feel. It's got a whole bunch of natural ingredients, and I'm all into the natural ingredients. And I hope I have somebody to, what they call it? Oh, I think I mentioned it earlier. To edit this video, because I don't know how long it is, but I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Because normally I don't even use a comb. I just use a hand. I done already comb my hair out, even though it don't look like it. And like I said, right now, I'm making sure I get it on the scalp because that's where hair stems from, grows from. So you want to always make sure you taking care of your scalp, whether you the shampoos, the conditioners, you know, you got scalp problems, your hair. A lot of times, you know, if the scalp is unhealthy, the hair is not going to perform its best. So, you know, with whatever you do to your hair, make sure you treating your scalp well, you know. And while we're on that subject, treating your scalp well, you got to treat yourself well also. Thinking about the things that we're eating, you know, is that going to help your hair? You know, you eating enough to keep it moist. Like I said, I got one sister can't wear oil in her hair. So she don't have to worry about the extra oils that's in her body. Unless something else is going on with her body that's causing her to have to put it in. Now this part here has a name of its own, or I'm gonna say have a mind of its own, because that's what my mama my mama used to tell me. That girl got a mind of her own, and I used to think, who else mind would I have? But anyway, this part of my hair is actually, I think it's even gray, but before it was gray, it's always been a total different texture than the rest of my hair. It's drier. And it's a different texture than the bottom back. I like to feel my product, whether I'm doing me or my customers. I like to make sure everything is nourished. Depends on who it is, because everybody don't need no oil or moisture. This is starting to be fun. Look like I'm finishing a little earlier than I thought, but normally I work pretty fast. But like I said, I wanted to come and make this video for you guys to see if my new hair product worked. I'll let you be the judge. I'll come back and do another one once it dry. Because my thing, what I really want, I want to plait it. But I'm going to wait because I got to go somewhere. I'm going to wait till it dry. And I might plait it tonight, but when I come back, I'll let you know if I plaited it or not. But when I plait it, it stretches it. So it just kind of depends on the outcome that I'm trying to achieve. You always have to have an outcome. You don't do nothing without it. Whether that's life, whether it's your meals for the day, did you plan it? What's the outcome? And most of the time, I never know, even my clients know how I work. I never know what I'm going to do. I always say, what come out of me today probably ain't going to come out tomorrow. So either you're going to get the style today, and sometimes they'll come back, and I'm like, I don't even remember what I was going to do. You should have got it that day. But my clients know me. You know, I'm pretty humorous, especially when it comes to hair and my clients and stuff. But, yeah. Saturating my hair. Trying to get the ends real good because that's the oldest part and the driest part of my hair. Everybody's is not, because some people I keep mine pretty much trimmed because as soon as my hair grow, it don't grow even. Some people's do, where they don't have to get it cut as much. But again, it depends on the style you wear. If I was wearing it straight, I probably would cut it more, because as it grow, I like for my hair to fall and bounce and all that good stuff. So yeah, the average black person every 3 months is good. Some people may say 2. But I had warned her would grow just that fast. But my average client, every 3 months is good. And the hair is going to grow even more. It's going to be healthier, a lot faster when you keep them little ugly ends off. And if you see me frowning up, I'm trying to keep my glasses on my nose. They're not really on my face right because I'm doing my hair. And I am from Texas. I had not mentioned my name, Lisa Gay. I mentioned that I've been a hairstylist for over 40 years, licensed about 38. And a lot of y'all are wanting to go natural. I mean, I got some right now transitioning. Transitioning can be a lot easier when or if you put a smoothing treatment on it. It depends on your texture. I had some didn't have a problem. Most of them didn't have a problem. And the one that had the biggest problem, I wouldn't have never thought it would have been her hair. I mean, she, a lot of my clients got real long hair. I'm known in Dallas or Texas for growing hair, healthy hair, certified trichologist. Deal with hair and scalp problems always. When I started beauty school, that's what the Holy Spirit told me. He said, anybody can do hair, but who can keep it on these people's head? So when people are referred to me, they refer to me because they seen a customer and they don't really even say, oh, your hair is cute. They say, oh, your hair looks healthy. So I am known for healthy hair. So if you want some healthy hair, DM, PM, I don't even know what I'm talking about when it comes to that stuff. But like I said, I'm here, happy to help anybody I can move through their hair journey a lot smoother. Hair is not that complicated. It's like I said, it's finding their recipe. I'm still looking for mine. But I never really looked hard for me. I've always looked more for my customers. And I would just try stuff. I always try stuff before I put it on my customers' hair. Because I said, if it'll work on my hair, it'll work on anybody's. Oh my. Now see where I'm at now? I don't know which direction. Y'all see my little gray? I didn't put no color, but that's okay too. I never know which direction I'm going to take this topping in. And a lot of time, it tells me which way. Because if I try to do it one way, it just don't work out the same. But it really depends on the day. Why? I don't know. I guess that's why it could be me. Because I tell my customers that same thing. I never know what I'm going to do that day until I do it. Now, as you can see, this top of my hair is not doing like the rest of it. Totally a different texture. Totally. But at the end, I make it work, But back to getting to know your hair texture. And I said this part of my hair is really dry too at the top, and it's a lot straighter than the rest of my hair. But a lot of it is gray. So gray hair is normally a different texture than your regular hair. So I still have regular hair, which I call, my natural ugly brown, But I put one color on my hair, and the gray hair gonna highlight that color. And the other color in my hair, and because my hair is like a medium light brown, it used to be sandy red when I was younger. It got darker, but seemed like, I guess with the gray coming in more, it seems more like it's darker, but the color I put on is a henna. And henna is just dirt, but it's a natural product. So like I said, I try to stay natural. Products, shampoos, anything I use, I want it to be natural if I can locate it. And that's even with my food, my supplements, all of that. I try not to take man-made medicine. It's not made for us. God said everything He made is good. So if God didn't make it, I wouldn't take it. Look at this hair. These curls or whirls at the top ain't doing nothing. And I normally here lately, I've been wearing it to the left. So I'm gonna shake it when I finish, and however it falls, that's how I'm gonna let it dry. And that's normally, even when I'm blow drying my customers, a lot of times, however it falls, that's how I style, because it just seems to work. Unless they tell me they want something different. You know, sometimes I want the part on the left. I don't know, whatever. I gotta make you happy. I'm gonna do it. Even if I don't, even if I don't want to. Oh my, I tickle myself sometimes. Okay, we almost there, y'all. And I'm just doing this top any kind of way. However, I feel like the hair is falling. I don't know if y'all can see how it's falling. Seems like it went more. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, ain't gonna worry about it. Okay, look like it want to go to this side today. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is an easy hairstyle once it's done. I mean, it's up to you if you want to separate it, pick it out. I don't pick my hair out a lot because of the texture. Because once it dry, I always said the less you do to your hair, the more you have. But it depends on your texture too. You always want to do less, you know, especially black people. I mean, it's someone probably got a comb in their purse as we speak. But if you got the right hairstyle, you really don't need a comb. I tell people comb their hair off, my clients, one time a day. And the rest of the time, you can use your hand. If you can't use your hand, I think you got the wrong style. So this is what we end up with. I hope I twisted all of them in the back. And I'll come back and let you guys see how it ended up. But like I said, I think once y'all kind of see what my hair texture goes through, I'm hoping it'll help some of you guys out there with 4C, 4B, all them alphabets. But I don't go by that. I go by medium, coarse, and fine. And like I said, I have medium, fine hair. It's probably more medium at the back. To me, this is my strongest texture at the back. My sides, it's more fine, and my top is fine. And even this center part that gets really dry, and it's a total different, actually all of this right here. And I don't know if the camera can see it, but it's even a lighter color. But like I said, that's gray hair that's been colored, but it's still a different texture than the rest. So, hope this video helped somebody. Because like I said, I wasn't trying to do this. And make more videos coming soon. Love you guys. Love